That's gonna annoy me. What's going on? That's a mess, ignore it. How's it going, boys and girls? I really wanted to film like a Christmas gift guide-y type of thingamajig, just because I've seen them everywhere and I see so many that are just like, to me, really unrelatable, like either really expensive, really like random things and stuff like belts and handbags and posh Ted Baker gloves and, you know, all that kind of stuff, which is great if you're into that kind of thing. But I just thought, well, why not do my own, in case there's people like me who, like I say, agree that like that kind of isn't really their thing. And basically I've thought of like a mixed bag of things. Now this is pretty much just like my Christmas wish list and stuff I've asked for, but yeah, and it's maybe a bit late as well because it is like, what day is it? The 15th of December. So if you're last minute Christmas shopping, girl, I got ya. How cute is this card my mum got me? It's got Disney princesses on it and it says Christmas wishes for a wonderful daughter, for I am a wonderful daughter. But yeah, so my plan was to put on makeup so I could do you a Christmas gift guide. However, it has also turned into me putting on makeup whilst I chat to you, because it gives me something to do, doesn't it, while I do my makeup. So I've asked for a lot of like skincare stuff this year, because I've recently gotten like quite into my skincare and taking care of my skin more and my hair, like hair care as well. And it's just something that I really enjoy buying, using, trying out, and there was a few bits and bobs that I really did want to try out that I had like wanted to for a while. So I thought, well, why not ask for them? Also, I have such a love-hate relationship with my hair in the middle parting. Like right now I think I look like a choir boy is what I'm going to go with. The brand Pixi has been really big lately and quite new to me. I think maybe quite new to everyone, but definitely new to me. And I've seen a lot of reviews on various products of theirs. Of course, the Pixi Glow Tonic, which I've wanted for ages, and also the Double Cleanse, which was the collaboration with Caroline Hirons. Is that how you say her name? And just, I've heard loads of reviews on these things and I've wanted them for ages, but like I say, they're quite splurgy items. But I was looking on, you know, on Snapchat now they have like the stories from like magazines and companies like BuzzFeed and whatever. And there was one from, I think it was Cosmopolitan. They did a gift guide for like under £20 or something like that. And one of the items on that was a little set, which was the Pixi Best of Brights. I'll insert a picture here, but it's basically a mud cleanser, the Glow Tonic, and a mud mask, I think, and they're all like in, I think, like 30 to 70 ml sizes. And I thought that's great because it's got like a little Glow Tonic, so I can try the Glow Tonic, and then it's also got like the mud mask and stuff, which is, you know, more items to try from the brand, because I've really wanted to try the brand for a while. And so I looked, and it was they were showing it from Feel Unique, I think, but I also found it on ASOS. I'm a massive fan of like little sets or kits, because obviously, because you get the smaller sizes, you can try the products without having to buy the, like, invest in the full size version. So then if you like them, obviously you can then invest. But it's great because I have a sensitive skin as well, and I found a lot of things make my skin flare up and like bring spots out and things like that. So it's nice for me to be able to try it and not like waste my money on a product that isn't going to work for me. I'm really debating like whether to get some like bangs. Like I really wanted some of them, like, you know, really like fine, like kind of like curtain bangs for ages, but I just don't think it would really suit me. I think I'm just wishful thinking. Anyway, also of course another product, like I just mentioned, that I've actually asked for Christmas is the Double Cleanse. I've heard so many good reviews for it. So it basically is like a two-part cleanser. I think there's like a cleansing balm and then like a cleansing moisturiser or something like that. Like I say, I heard a lot of reviews. I really like when you take off your makeup, and I always do like a double cleanse because I hate the feeling of like still makeup on your skin, and when your face feels like tight after you've taken off makeup because there's still kind of like residue. So I feel like this is a really good product to eliminate that, and so I think it would work well for me, so I've asked for that. Obviously that's the full size, and like I say, I don't know if like it will work for me, but I think it will because I don't think it's a particularly harsh cleanser. Now recently I've had loads of comments, still doing my makeup by the way, about my hair. So some reason my hair has grown ridiculous amounts in the past like few months. Like you can't really see that much because it's up. That isn't a great representation, but it's literally gone from being here this time last year, it is now like here. Like serious growth, and I'm talking like in a few months it has grown like literally this much. Everyone has been commenting on like the condition of it, like I know it's been growing fast because my roots are growing out like hell and I'm sorting that out tomorrow, but I've been using a new hair care product and I'll grab it for you. So my bestest friend gave me this actually because she got it in a birch box and never used it, so she gave it me and I am so thankful because I love it. So it's the Percy and Reed Perfectly Perfecting Wonderbalm. So this is my next recommendation. If you have a friend who's into hair care, get them onto Percy and Reed. It's not the most expensive hair care brand, but it's also not the cheapest. I think the full size version of this was £18, which is like I say what I've asked for. But they do lots of them kits again where you get like mini versions, like travel size minis, so you can try the items before you buy them full, and I think that's really great. Originally I was going to ask for like a 6-piece set that had this in and like a shampoo and conditioner and things like that, but I came to the conclusion that I didn't need all like the shampoo and conditioner, and I've already tried this, so I'm happy to buy the full size version, so I just went with that. But that set was something like £25 on QVC, and like I say, you get so much for it. I think it was 6 pieces, but they also do other ones as well with like 2 full size and a mini, or you know, various things like that, and it's all kind of around £10 to £30 kind of like bracket. The packaging is really adorable as well. It's like dead vintagey and cute, so I definitely recommend this brand in general as another gift. So earlier I mentioned like other gift guides having handbags and things like, you know, items like that, more like luxury items in, and I think that a lot of the time for me, I love all these like fancy handbags and things like that, but they're just not very me. I'm a big fan of like mini backpacks and things like that, and certain handbags I absolutely love, but like I said, these more like posh, not necessarily expensive, but more feminine, I guess, ones are just not really like my cup of tea. So I have an alternative for the girls who are a little bit more crazy and kooky. Why not get a fur tote? I mean, come on. These are everywhere at the minute. I first saw them on Topshop and I was about to drop like £40 on one. Then, baby girls, I found this in Primark for £10. £10. You can't see it as well on camera. It's actually like way more baby pink. It looks like very white on camera, but it is like, oh my god, it's like absolutely the dream. I love it so much. And this is like identical to the Topshop one. I actually think it's nicer and it's bigger and it's like a third of the price, so come on. It's also definitely way more of a Soph bag, but it kind of incorporates that like slightly still like quirky style, but also it is very girly, so on them days when I'm feeling extra girly. So I guess if you're only wanting to spend a real like small amount on someone, say if you're just doing like a Secret Santa, or if it's just like stocking stuffers, that's really hard to say, then I've got a few smaller things that might help you out. Starting with some makeup bits and bobs. So there's a brand called Essence, and for me personally in like England, they do it in Wilko's. I'm not sure if we do it anywhere else. I've never seen it anywhere else, but I know that we do it in Wilko's. And I was just browsing in there the other day and I came across these new palettes that they've released, and I absolutely fell in love with one. So I picked it up, and it's the Essence Be Kissed by the Moon palette. It's an eye and shadow palette, but I didn't actually realise that when I bought it. I thought it was just eyeshadows, and it is bloody beautiful. Look at that. So you've got these 4 shadow colours, and then you've got 2 highlights, although I've actually used the highlights on my eyelids as well. But this is the most gorgeous colour. And the pigment is so great. They're really shimmery, really pigmented, like just absolutely gorgeous colours. And this palette was only £4, which I think is dead good. I've gotten into wearing eyeshadow again a lot more recently. I just really seem to be like wearing it again. So I picked this up, like I say, from Wilko's, and they had different ones as well, like with different colours and stuff. So if the kind of pastel-y colours aren't really your thing, then I think there's one that's more like browns and things, but there's something for everyone. And in general, the Essence collection is really great, and they also offer a new thing now where you can buy a palette, like an empty palette, and you can buy the individual shadows to go into the palette, so you can customise the palette. I've said palette about 60 million times. So you can customise it around the person who you're buying for, or if it's for yourself of course, which is great because then it's a lot more personalised to that person and their palette is going to be like unique to everyone else. And also they can add to it themselves as well, like at a later date. I know that a lot of brands have actually been doing this recently. I know like Morphe have been doing it, MAC have done it for like quite a while, but this is such a like great cheaper alternative because I think the palette is something like £3 and the individual shadows are like £1.50, so it's great. And like I say, they can build it up themselves as well, and it's just fun to kind of receive all the individual ones and be able to put them together in like whatever order you wish. You know, I think that would be a really nice idea for a gift. Another skincare kind of thing I wanted to mention was Clinique. So obviously everyone knows Clinique, it's a big brand, they've been around for ages. A few years ago I got a couple of their gift sets, which were like the 3-step skincare ones that come with like a face wash, a toner and a moisturiser, and I absolutely love them. I used them for a while, even though they were the small like kind of sample size, like I say, gift sets. They lasted me well and they worked really well on my skin. However, I just never repurchased them, and this year I decided to ask for one again because like I say, I really liked them, and again, big into skincare at the minute. So I decided to go for the same set that I had last time, which is the, oh god, I don't even know what the name of it is. It's like the 3-step system in number 3, I think, which is like combination oily. It's great as well because you always get your money's worth with Clinique because them sets are £20, which is quite a good price anyway, but around this time especially, they always have like an offer on where you get like free samples, or you get like you know, a 6-piece kit if you spend £30 or something like that. So you get a lot more for your money, and then also it's extra presents for the person, if that makes sense. So you can do that on the Clinique website, but I also found that a lot of department stores and stuff that stocked Clinique also had some kind of offer on. So I went through and had a look, and the best one seemed to be on Debenhams. So Debenhams were doing buy 2 Clinique items and get like a 6-piece kit free, which came with like a lipstick and a mascara and a few other skincare pieces. So that was what I ended up doing. I'm having it off my nan and granddad, but I ordered it just because I knew what it was. And I just think it's such a great gift as well because it's not too expensive, but it's Clinique, so it's like, I mean, if you buy anyone Clinique, they're going to be happy because obviously it's a great brand, but also again because it is the smaller sizes, they can try it, and if they don't like it, they, you know, never have to buy it again, but if they do, then they can purchase into it or ask for it again next time. And yeah, I don't know, I just think that's another really nice gift. The last one, moving away from like skincare and beauty and all of that, is a book. So I've seen a lot of like fashion books recently. Now I've really been into them for the kind of like aesthetic side of things, but also like the tips and tricks that are within them. They're great like coffee table books, and they always look really good as well. So you can get a lot of them on ASOS, or if you know like what you're looking for, then you can get them of course on Amazon. So ASOS have a real wide range of books, not only fashion books but also motivational life books, loads of really cool cookbooks if the person you're buying for loves to cook or bake. Look, they have a book called The Secrets of Being a Woman, Be a Flamingo, The Lazy Girl's Life. One's about like making cocktails, one's about eyeshadow, you know, styles, meditation for daily stress, be a unicorn and live life on the bright side. Like, they have so many cool, cute little books. Read this if you want to be Instagram famous. Like, really, really cool books. I also found this website called A Great Read, and it's like a bookshop, online bookshop, and I found it when searching for one of the books that I wanted to ask for Christmas. So the specific one is called A Curated Closet, and it's again a fashion book with all tips and tricks and styling to make your wardrobe like suit your style and stuff, I guess, and how to find your own style and things like that. So I totally recommend it by a few YouTubers and stuff. I managed to find it on here for under the £10 mark. It's great, they do free delivery, free returns, and there's so much. So obviously I'd recommend that one, like I say. There's also a book called Paris Through a Fashion Eye, which I've heard a lot of YouTubers talk about. And there's one called Dress Scandinavian. And there's also loads of specific ones. So if you're really into like the Parisian style, there's ones based on that. And you know, I think it's really great in this day and age to be able to encourage people to read, because I know that I would love to read a lot more than I do. This is why I've ordered this book, because I just don't ever seem to get around to doing it, and I'm going to try and make myself do it, because it's great to like unwind at night instead of like literally I am on my phone until I fall asleep, and it's terrible. And this is why we all have bad sleep patterns. I've just realised I've sat here the whole time without my eyebrows done. That is disastrous. I've just looked in the mirror and I'm like, holy cow, they look absolutely dreadful. So that was my little Christmas gift guide for you. Hope that was good. But yeah, I hope that's given you some ideas. Obviously this was like a girl's gift guide. Well, I mean, it depends what you like, but it was intended to be more of a girl's gift guide because I'm not that sure on men. I struggle really badly to buy for guys. So my dad, my brother, like, oh, they're so hard to buy for. There's only so many pairs of socks I can buy. And chocolate, all I buy is chocolate because I don't know what to do. Gift cards, aftershave, like it's all the same. Boys are so hard. Boys, just tell us. If there's any boys watching this video, tell me what I can buy for a man because I ain't got a clue. But yeah, I hope this was useful. Love you lots. Bit of a weird vloggy thing going on today. Merry Christmas!